As the West boasts its F-22 Raptors and F-35 Lightning IIs, Russia responds with its own ambitious stealth project, the P-AKFA, known today as the Su-57 Felon. This fighter was never meant to merely compete. It was built to prove that Russia could still design a fifth-generation stealth aircraft capable of dominating the skies. But behind the powerful image lies a complex story, one of industrial struggle, sanctions, and a desperate attempt to keep pace with the world's leading air powers. The Su-57's path from prototype to mass production is less about glory and more about survival in a rapidly shifting defense landscape. When Russia signed a contract in 2019 to produce 76 Su-57s by 2027, it sounded ambitious yet achievable. Fast forward to 2025, and reality paints a different picture. Fewer than 30 operational aircraft exist, with only a handful delivered each year. Production takes place at Kine AZ in Komsomolsk-on-Amur, Russia's key aircraft manufacturing hub. The facility has been expanded, adding new hangars and assembly lines, but progress remains slow. Western sanctions have crippled access to microelectronics, sensors, and avionics, forcing Russian engineers to improvise. The result: a bottlenecked supply chain and a hand-built production pace that delivers single-digit aircraft annually. Russia's ambitious numbers have become a symbol of industrial endurance rather than technological dominance. In response to delays and performance limitations, Moscow launched the Su-57M, internally codenamed Megapolis. This version represents more than a simple upgrade, it's a reinvention. The Su-57M introduces the izdeliye 30 AL-51F1 engine, designed to provide higher thrust, lower infrared visibility, and better fuel efficiency. New AI-assisted flight systems, drone integration, and hypersonic-capable weapons make the aircraft far deadlier than earlier models. Even more striking is the flat-nozzle exhaust design, which reduces radar and heat signatures, giving the jet a true stealth profile. If mass production succeeds in 2025, this variant could transform the Su-57 from a limited production prototype into a true fifth-generation contender. Facing limited domestic capacity, Russia has turned outward. India remains the most promising partner through the Make in India proposal, a plan that includes partial technology transfer and assembly of Su-57s in Indian facilities. This would not only keep the production line alive, but also inject much-needed funding into Russia's defense industry. Meanwhile, Algeria has reportedly become the first foreign buyer of the Su-57E export version, with deliveries expected in 2025. Beyond business, these sales serve as geopolitical messages, proof that Moscow can still export high-end technology despite Western isolation. Each export deal helps sustain the Su-57's image as a symbol of Russian resilience. The Su-57's design integrates stealth composites, internal weapons bays, and AESAN-036 Bielka radar, capable of tracking multiple targets simultaneously. Its metal oxide canopy coating reduces radar reflection by up to 30%, while maintaining protection against UV radiation. But perhaps the most futuristic aspect is the loyal wingman concept. Su-57 acting as a command aircraft for several Okhotnik-B combat drones. This marks Russia's entry into the manned-unmanned teaming era, a strategy already being perfected by the US and China. If fully realized, Su-57 squadrons could operate as semi-autonomous strike groups, combining AI-driven tactics and human decision-making, a significant leap for Russia's air doctrine. Despite its potential, analysts agree that the Su-57 program is still struggling to achieve its intended scale. Many jets still use the older AL-41F1 engine, keeping them below full fifth-generation standards. The limited fleet, roughly 20 to 25 combat-ready units, restricts Russia's ability to project air power at a strategic level. Cost, manpower shortages, and industrial inefficiency further slow progress. In the Ukraine conflict, only a few Su-57s have reportedly been used for long-range precision strikes, kept far from direct combat to avoid losses that could undermine Moscow's prestige. The year 2025 could mark a turning point. With production of the Su-57M underway and the first export deliveries approaching, Russia aims to prove that its defense industry can still deliver complex technology under pressure. Success would mean re-establishing Russia's place in the global aerospace race. Failure, however, would turn the Su-57 into another cautionary tale, a reminder that ambition alone cannot overcome the limits of industrial isolation. Whether the Su-57 becomes a true fifth-generation powerhouse or remains a political showpiece depends on one thing: Moscow's ability to scale production, integrate new technologies, and survive the relentless pressure of sanctions and war. The Su-57 represents more than an aircraft. It embodies Russia's fight to remain relevant in modern warfare. It's a machine forged in adversity, driven by national pride and weighed down by economic reality. The world watches as Russia continues to test, upgrade, and promote its stealth fighter. But beyond the headlines and military parades, one question remains: will the Su-57 rise as a symbol of Russian ingenuity or fade as a monument to unfulfilled ambition? This video script is created for educational, documentary, and analytical purposes only. It does not aim to spread misinformation or glorify conflict. All data and claims are based on publicly available sources and defense analysis as of 2025. Viewers are encouraged to verify facts independently.